Welcome to Love and Life's Journey. I'm Chantel, and today's video is part 2 of my Farmhouse Modular Mail Center. And if you did not see part 1, I will link that video in the card above so you can check that out. And it will be in my Dollar Tree DIY playlist along with a couple of videos to come, because there's still a couple of videos that are going to complete this whole modular mail center. And so be sure to check those out and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell when it pops up so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos, so you won't miss any of this series for this Farmhouse Mail Center. Today's video is making the mail pockets for this. And so I have 2 different kinds. I made one that's just a single pocket that is for the incoming mail, so that it just fits in there real well. Things that are tall will fit in there, and it's a little easier to access. So I did a single one for the incoming mail, and then I made a double mail pocket for mail that needs attention. And this would be things that I need to do something with but don't have time to take care of it right away, or when I bring in the mail or sort the mail. So I'm just going to drop it in here in the needs attention and take care of it when I have time. And then this pocket is for outgoing mail, so things that are ready to go in the mail, like our Netflix or bills that need to be sent. Those are my mail pockets, and you can customize them to make them whatever fits your needs. So let's jump right in and I'll show you how to make the mail pockets.
This is a list of all of the supplies that are needed to make all 4 of the components that are shown in this video. But as I go along, for each component, I will list out the items needed for just that component as well. To make the mail pockets, you will need one 8x10 picture frame for each component that you want to be mail pockets. And I used the 8x10 frames that have the mat inside of them so that they're actually a little bit larger. You'll need 1 sheet of the foam core board from Dollar Tree and 1 package of the decorative nautical rope. I wanted to label my mail pockets, so I picked up these miniature chalkboards at Target. They were 3 in a package for $3. I'm sure you could find something similar at any of your craft stores. So for all of my components, I'm going to be using the same base color of paint. I'm going to use this spray paint from Rust-Oleum in the color of Heirloom White, this Waverly chalk paint in the color of Truffle, and also a clear sealer, and I chose a satin finish. Other supplies that you'll need are a ruler, a pencil, a hot glue gun and glue sticks, a paintbrush, and a razor knife. The first step is to cut out the foam board pieces for the mail pockets. And if you're using the same picture frames that I got at Dollar Tree, you will want to make the rectangle 10.5 inches by 4.25 inches. That's going to be the front of the mail pocket. And then for the sides, you will want to cut out 2 triangles for each mail pocket that you're making. And the dimensions of those will be 4.25 by 2.5 by 3.75. And that is for those 8x10 picture frames that I got from Dollar Tree. If you're using a different picture frame than the ones that I got at Dollar Tree, then you'll just want to measure the inside of the picture frame on the longest edge, and that is going to be the length of your rectangle. And then whatever height you want to use for your mail pocket, just measure that out and cut those out. Then for the triangles on the side, you'll still probably want to use about 2.5 inches on the shortest side of the triangle. That will be the distance that the mail pocket sticks out from the frame. Then whatever the width of your rectangular piece is, that will be the longest side of your triangle, and then you just connect those two edges to make the other side of your triangle. I'm using a razor knife to cut my foam board pieces. It just works much nicer and makes a nice smooth cut as opposed to using scissors, which tends to bend your foam board. To assemble the mail pockets, you're just going to glue the triangles onto the front rectangular piece. The long edge of the triangle is going to go up against the back of the rectangle, and the short edge of the triangle will be at the top. I'm just using my hot glue gun with Gorilla Glue sticks on this to assemble the mail pockets. I felt like it was the best type of glue to use for this, and I just made sure to wipe off any excess glue that was squeezing out there so that it'll be nice and neat, because these will show when the mail pocket is finished. And this is what your mail pocket should look like once it's assembled. The next step is to spray paint the picture frame and the mail pockets, and it will probably take a couple coats of paint. I sprayed both the inside and the outside of the mail pocket too. And because I dry brushed some darker paint on my first pieces in my first video, I want to do the same with these so that everything looks uniform and the same. And if you are not familiar with dry brushing, I do give instructions on how to do that in the first video, and so that is linked above and you can check that out. But it's just to make it look a little more farmhouse and distressed and give it just a little more dimension, and so that's why I do the dry brushing. Then I'm also going to do the dry brushing on the mail pockets, and I did this both inside and outside on the mail pocket because depending on how high you hang yours, you may be able to see on the inside, so I just wanted it to all look the same. Then after my dry brushing is all done, I'm just going to take and spray all my pieces with a coat of the clear satin finish. Once the sealer is dry, then we're just going to assemble the pocket onto the picture frame, and it should fit exactly in the frame, and you'll be gluing it right to the glass and the sides of the picture frame. And this will just make it really sturdy. And I'm using, again, the Gorilla hot glue, which I think holds much better than just regular hot glue. And you can pick that up at Walmart, but it just makes a nice sturdy bond for the mail pocket. Then I'm going to take some nautical rope and just glue that along the top edge of the mail pocket just to finish it off and give it a nice farmhouse touch. Now I'm going to add my little miniature chalkboards that I got at the Target dollar spot, and they were $3 for a package of 3. I'm not going to be using the twine hanger to hang the sign, but I don't want the holes in the sign to show, so I just cut the twine and then I'm threading it back through the hole in the opposite direction. Add a little glue so that I have the little knots on the front, and that will just add a little extra accent to the chalkboard and also make it so the chalkboard will glue flat against the mail pocket. Then just snip off the twine on the back side of the little sign and glue it to the front of your mail pocket. When assembling a double mail pocket component, you'll want to just add the mail pocket to the bottom like we did on the first one, and then just position the second pocket about halfway between, centered between the mail pocket on the bottom and the top of the frame. Then just add your rope accents to the top of each mail pocket and the little signs on the front, and you're all finished. In the first video, I showed how to add these command picture hanging strips to the frames so that you could hang them and have them be a little more sturdy than just using the hanger that comes on the back of the Dollar Tree picture frames. So be sure to check out that video to see how I did that. So here are the first 4 components of my mail center, all complete and hung up on the wall. I love how they look. I'm super excited about completing it. So if you want to see the rest of the components that are going to be going up, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.